Buff Nation!
Let's go!
Welcome in to DNVR Buffs Primetime. We are presented by Illegal Pete's. Check out any of their 10 Colorado locations for happy hour at 3 to 6 p.m. every single day. Jake and RK back again to talk some Buffs. What a eventful night last night was, Ryan.
It was an eventful night, and I'm just really, really hoping that Mel Tucker had a horrible time.
I was listening to the Broncos podcast, and you guys talked about, Russ got booed, whatever, blah, blah.
Yeah, that was tough.
But they didn't show Mel
They
on
didn't
the
put
screen?
him up there. I know. It was honestly really soft
Yeah.
by Nuggets, whatever, Jumbotron operators.
I could only imagine you when they show, what's his name, Ashiba and Mel Tucker at the same time.
Dude, I said this on the Broncos show. I went a little out of my budget, paid more than I wanted to go to the game because I was like, I saw them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to go just to boo them. And then I couldn't even, I saw the pictures of them, and they might have been close enough in front of me that I didn't see them because I was looking for them the whole game. Didn't see them. Also, Jake, there is some serious revisionist history from people who weren't around with the Mel Tucker situation.
What were they saying?
Let me just be clear. We are in such a better place now.
Easily.
I none of my bad feelings towards Mel Tucker have anything to do with the state of Colorado football.
Right.
And everything to do with the way that he went about stabbing us in the back. And so people are move on. You guys are better. I'm like, no. What do I gain from that? I don't need to move on from shit. I don't. To me, sports hate is a healthy expression of feeling, and so you should get your hate out in sports.
Right.
I hate Mel Tucker.
Yeah.
Because it's not just that he took a better opportunity. I will never blame someone for securing the bag. It's the way that he went about it, including tweeting out. Let's just be really clear about this.
Yes.
Tweeting out, while I am flattered to be considered for the head coach job of Michigan State football, I am committed to Colorado football for the build of our program. It's great athletes, coaches, and supporters. # unfinished business.
And then what happened?
48 hours later, he was the head coach of Michigan State. And that doesn't even get into the details, which I'm trying to load this article that has them, of the night that he accepted the job and just all of the weirdness that it was, which he's at a event. Again, this is like a celebration. Mel's coming back.
Yeah.
He said it. He's made it clear. He's at an event trying to say, hey, I'm back. Let's raise some money. Let's get this program going. Meanwhile, he's texting under the table the athletic director of Michigan State, and this part I don't think is confirmed in any story, but apparently rode down there with CU officials and accepted the job in the car with them.
Oh my God.
And then was gone, office cleared out by the time people got there the next morning.
That's incredible. Midnight Mel.
Literally midnight Mel packed up and drove and headed out while everyone was asleep. So let's not get all revisionist history about this man just took a better opportunity and y'all are upset about him. That has 0% to do with what we're upset about.
Yep. It was very entertaining seeing that come across the timeline last night.
Yes.
It didn't manifest what I thought it would be, because I thought it'd be a much more toxic situation.
I know. Just show him on the screen.
Yeah, just once.
I think that's some BS, NBA protecting the owner type of thing. I bet you someone was sent a note that was don't put Ishbia on the screen. We don't need fans getting hostile towards one of our owners.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, if I was within an earshot of them, they would have heard a piece of my mind.
I knew you wouldn't have let us down here. We do have a commitment to talk about today. Another defensive lineman, Ryan. But what about the D-line?
The D-line is stacked now.
It's crazy. Zach Blackwood has committed, the 6'4", 285-pound defensive lineman. I believe he played at Garden Community College last season. played in 9 games, 42 tackles, 3.5 sacks. Go ahead.
One last thing. People were like, Coach Prime's going to do this to you guys in 2 years, and you're going to be just as upset. No, we've already Coach Prime literally broadcasted the entire situation of how he left. Yeah. And he did it with class, with, character, and the right way. Mm-hmm. He met with those players. He told everyone what was happening. Like, of course, during, the parts where nothing was finalized, there was he's joking with Rob J, all that stuff. But he went about it the right way. And so I have full confidence that in a world where Coach Prime eventually gets a better opportunity, which I don't think anyone here is jaded to believe that he won't, he will do it the right way.
Right.
And that's all that we're asking for.
I mean, Coach Prime's just kind of been there, done that. He knows how to treat these delicate situations.
Yes.
Whereas Mel Tucker was an absolute mess, just all over the place.
Yes, and continues to be.
That's true. It'll be fun. Maybe Michigan State in a bowl game. I mean, that would, I guess, mean Michigan State is good, but that would be something that would really fire up the fan
And to
base.
anyone who says coaches do it the wrong way all the time, well, that doesn't make it right.
Right. But Zach Blackwood, another guy joining the defensive line. He did play or committed to, I think, Northern Arizona for a year. His timeline is kind of weird with all the JUCO stuff. We're going to get into some of his film fairly later on, as well as some of the other guys on the defensive line. I do have an Alton McCaskill update for you guys, though.
Can I say one more thing?
Go for it.
This happened in February.
Yes. I know. After signing day, wasn't it?
After signing day. So he did those kids dirty, too.
Yep.
And this was in February. It's not like this happened right after the season. Mm-hmm. So the coaching cycle had already come and gone.
Yep.
When did the Buffs hire Coach Prime? January?
December.
Yeah, December.
December 7th or 8th, I think.
Early December. Think about that.
Yep.
December, January, February. Months later, all the good coaches have already been hired. You want to know why we hired Carl fucking Durrell?
Yeah.
We had no options.
Yep. It's tough, man.
Damn.
Much better place now, though, Ryan. You don't
know.
have to get so angry.
I'm not even mad about that situation anymore. I'm mad about people trying to tell me how I should feel about it.
That's also another no-no when it comes to sports fandom.
Yeah. Don't tell sports fans how they should feel about things. It's the same thing with people being Nuggets fans should be should love Carmelo.
Right.
It's Carmelo told us we weren't good enough for him.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to forgive him for that.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
I can appreciate what he
Right.
He made being a Nuggets fan fun for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
But kind of did us dirty on the way out.
Sports and fandom it can get messy sometimes, man.
I'm halfway on Carmelo.
You're almost back?
I definitely don't have ill will towards Carmelo. I was very upset when it happened. Mm-hmm. So I don't hate him like I did then. But I'm not at let's have a ceremony and put his name in the rafters.
I've heard Adam talk about him, and I think he's almost over the hump too.
Yeah, I time does heal some wounds.
It does.
And now when I think about Carmelo, I think about him hitting sick mid-range jumpers on everyone's head, rather than being I can't believe you did that to us.
Right. Maybe he's just a different guy when he's not a player, because he had that mentality as a player where it's just not a people liked him, and then I don't know.
He also seems pretty chill.
He does seem pretty chill. I love that video he had a few years ago when he was retired or whatever, and went to go fake shoot the.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
They showed him at he's going to Knicks playoff games. I don't even think he really claims us anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe he wants to, and he hasn't had that opportunity. Anyways, we don't have to talk about it.
Alton McCaskill. Grant Hughes of 247 Sports put out an article, College Football Transfer Portal, update on Nebraska quarterback Casey Thompson, Florida battles Colorado for running back, and more. In the section on Alton McCaskill, he says, I would still put my crystal ball for Colorado. However, I am a little less positive than I was a couple of weeks ago when he first entered and all the buzz was about Colorado. McCaskill visited Arizona State last week, and he was just on campus at Florida for an OV. I've heard that the Florida visit went really well. It'll be interesting to see how McCaskill evaluates that running back room. Florida is loaded at the position. He continues, Arizona State and Colorado are a little bit more desperate for an impact running back like McCaskill. This weekend is going to be key. He still has an official visit to Colorado, and he wants to make it. I still hear good things about where Colorado sits, but if he doesn't show up on campus at Colorado this weekend, it could mean things are trending in the wrong direction for the Buffaloes and their recruitment.
That's a really weird report.
Yeah.
Really weird. Like, he's going, but if he doesn't, that would be bad.
Yeah.
Like, that seems pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But it also seems like he's setting us up to say, like, oh, yep, he didn't show up.
Yep.
So my confidence bar on that one is pretty low right now.
Yeah, we'll see.
It'll go straight back up, though, if he is on campus. But I just feel like that report is intentionally worded to be like, yeah, he has an official visit, but it doesn't sound like he's going.
Right. Yeah, kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out type of thing.
Yeah.
On Arizona State, Jordyn Tyson will be facing the Buffs. We'll see this year, but at some point in his career, on the other sideline as an Arizona State Sun Devil.
Yeah, and I had a lot of conversations about Jordyn Tyson yesterday. I'm not going to get into the details because a lot of them are, I don't know. He has an injury.
Yep.
I don't think it's really my place to speak on it. Mm-hmm. What I will say is that there are people that didn't feel like he was attacking his rehab the way they would have liked to see.
Yep.
That's all I'll say.
It'll be interesting.
But I will also say we wish him the best most games.
Of course. Every game but one every year, right? Mike Sanford did say he would be surprised if he doesn't show up on the field this season, so we will find out. Taylor Upshaw committed to Arizona a few days ago, week ago. I can't remember when it was, but he put out a tweet today, Ryan. It says simply 11/11/23 eyeball emoji, popcorn emoji, hand over mouth. Do you know what that date is?
Only because he told me before the show.
It's the date Colorado and Arizona are scheduled to face off.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I you know me. I love that we're building enemies and people that don't like us and people that are talking about us and people that are thinking about us. That doesn't worry me at all. I like having a little more juice in these Pac-12 matchups. Like, I'm sure Jordyn Tyson's going to be, talking before that if he's healthy enough to play. Taylor Upshaw's talking. Obviously, we have the early season matchups with Nebraska and Colorado State. Like, I like when there's a little bit extra on the line. It's like being at the Nuggets game last night.
Yeah.
Like, there's a little, tension in the air. It makes the game better. I'll be interested to see what Taylor Upshaw does for Arizona, because it didn't seem like it was working out. I mean, I think the fact that he's saying that kind of like implying that he has a grudge against Colorado shows you that he didn't just leave because he wanted to transfer.
Yeah.
Like, he was one of the people who were probably encouraged to.
Yep, something went down there. Adam put out this tweet yesterday. There are 8 former players that the Buffs will face in 2023. They'll play Mark Perry against TCU in the opener, Brendan Rice against USC, Jordyn Tyson at Arizona State, Jake Wiley at UCLA. He just says Jay Harris.
Yeah, Jason Harris or something like that.
And then Upshaw at U of A. And then Naeem Rodman at Washington State.
Yep.
And then Cole Becker at Utah.
How many of those guys do you think will be starters?
Oh,
this season?
Well, Perry was starting.
Yep.
Man.
I had 4.
Maybe 4, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you counting Becker as a starter? As the kicker?
Yes, that was the 4th.
Okay. Then, yeah. I mean, maybe we see if Tyson gets back on the field, him as a starter.
Isn't that an early-ish season game?
10-7, so a week or a month into the season.
No shot.
We'll see you in 2024.
Yeah.
All right. We have a handful of offers to get through here. Coach and staff's been working. Don't know if you've been following the timeline, but they've been dishing out some offers.
Seeing lots of Buffaloes on white backgrounds.
So I think we have 7. Or 8. We're gonna go pretty quick here. Jermichael Gillis, 2025 cornerback, 4 stars, 6'1", 170 out of Baltimore, Maryland, has been offered. 315th prospect in that 2025 class. Jonah Winston, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I'm so excited to be good again. I don't know how good we're gonna be this year. I'm obviously very hopeful. But, like, I'm going to bookmark that Taylor Upshaw tweet just in case.
Yep.
Just in case. So I can quote tweet it after the game and say, and then what happened?
You know how sweet that would be, though, especially because that's the game where it all kind of fell apart and Carl Durrell was fired the next day, the Arizona game last year. The duality of
exactly.
2 Arizona games.
Yeah, exactly.
Colorado offers 2026 quarterback Jonah Winston, the younger brother of Florida State and Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Jameis Winston.
What position?
Quarterback.
Wow.
Yep. Does not have any stars. Only 5'10", 153 right now, but again, 2026, he's got quite a lot of time.
Damn, they're gambling on a growth spurt.
Well, Alabama, FSU, Texas A&M have already offered.
I mean, Jameis is like, if you were to design a quarterback, he's like the exact size.
Yeah.
You would do it. So
absolutely.
I think they're counting on genes there.
Mm-hmm. Demarion Johnson has been offered a 2024 high three-star defensive lineman out of Louisiana. He's listed at 6'2", 275. He's got Alabama, Florida, Oklahoma State. James Carrington has been offered, 2026 defensive lineman, one of the top prospects in the 2026 class, only 6'2", 240 right now, but has offers from Bama, Colorado, Florida State, Michigan. Blake Woodby has been offered, 4-star cornerback in the 2025 class, top 100 player, 81st overall, 5'11", 180 out of Baltimore, Maryland. Georgia, Miami, Kentucky, among others, are in on him. Jonah Williams, one of the top 2025 athletes, has been offered. 247 Sports Composite 4-star, 43rd overall prospect, 6'3", 203 out of Galveston, Texas. Next guy is Carlton Preston, 2025 wide receiver. Hasn't received any stars, but 5'10", 150. He's received offers from Kansas, Colorado, Maryland, Michigan, Penn State. JT Taggart.
Name sounds familiar.
So this is Willie Taggart's, of course, son, and then Willie Taggart Jr.'s brother.
Yep.
2025 I don't know actually if he's quarterback or not. He's listed as athlete, but 6'5", 220.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 6'5", 220, and he's like 16?
Yeah. He's out of Delray Beach, Florida. So there you go.
Let's go.
That's all we got for that one.
That's a lot for one day recruiting update.
They went hard yesterday, man. It's time for our favorite time of the show, Ryan. Where in the world is Tim Brewster?
Okay, so he was in
Houston.
Houston, and before that he was in Georgia.
He was in Atlanta before that.
Okay, so he's moving this way. I'm going to say that Tim Brewster is spending today in the...
Do you want a slight hint? It's an NFL city.
Okay, I was thinking an NFL city. But is he still in Texas?
Do you want another hint?
Sure.
Home of one of the top, if not the top recruits in the country in this class.
That doesn't help me at all.
Okay.
I'm going to say he's in Phoenix, Arizona.
He is in Kansas City.
Ah.
And under his tweet, our guy, Talon Chandler, replied, "We got some ballers in Missouri. Lock in at Williams Nwaneri."
Ah, there we go.
How about that?
Man, I want some Kansas City barbecue right now.
Have Coach Brew bring
Coach
me back
Brew,
some.
bring us some back, bro. Please.
Be a homie, Coach, please. You know who is a homie though? The guys at
Let's
Pins
hear
and
in the
Aces.
chat who has the what place has the best barbecue?
There you go. Blow that up while I tell you guys about Pins and Aces, the family-owned golf and apparel business based right here in Colorado. They make great polos, hats, golf bags, beer sleeves, all kinds of cool stuff. Even their ball markers, like they're so cool.
Well, and it's sick. I think if you have an order over 50 or
I think so, yeah.
65 or something, you get a free ball marker with your order.
Yep. So you can take advantage of that offer. And also, if you head on over to pinsandaces.com, you can use the code DNVR to receive 15% off your first order and get free shipping. That's pinsandaces.com. Then shout out to Fubo TV, 140 plus live channels of sports shows, movies, and news. You can stream live TV from any device. You can start watching with a 7-day free trial. 1,000 hours of cloud DVR included at no extra charge. You can watch the schedule release of the NFL tomorrow, or is it tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow
On Fubo.
Doubleheader Broncos show tomorrow.
Wow.
Doing a morning show and a live schedule reaction show.
Dang. That's going to be 8 podcasting hours for you tomorrow almost?
Sounds about right.
You can watch the Nuggets. By the way, great win by the Nuggets last night.
Oh,
man.
my God, dude. I was so glad to
Fantastic.
be there. It was electric in the stadium, and they just mopped them.
They did. It got a little close second quarter, but
that was supposed to be a stressful game, man.
I know.
Pivotal game 5. If you lose the home game 5, I'm sure the record is really bad. And the Nuggets just went out there and just balled.
to have multiple 15-plus point leads, too, built in that game, it was just dominance. Do you think it comes back here, or are they finishing it tomorrow night?
I've got a really good feeling about tomorrow night. And I'll be honest, the last 2 road games, I did not have that feeling.
That'd be huge. We'll find out tomorrow night. You can watch on Fubo TV. Go to www.fubotv.com/DNVR, and you can sign up for 15% off your first month of Fubo Pro.
All right. We've got a lot of different... does that say England? What is that
Chester?
flag?
Is that the UK flag?
I can't tell. It's too far away. Okay, so yeah, that's probably not the best. We got Houston, Texas, South Carolina. I saw Memphis, Kansas City, Houston.
Austin, Texas.
So I want to, maybe in my retirement, I'll just go on a barbecue road trip.
There you go.
Find out what really is. As a Broncos fan who hates the Chiefs, it pains me to say this, but the best I have had thus far in my life is Kansas City.
I think I agree. I think, St. Louis is up there, too.
So I haven't had St. Louis. I've had Texas barbecue, not in Houston, but in Texas. And then, so I need to go to more of these places before I can have a definite, any sort of definitive rankings. Like Memphis, that feels like one I gotta hit soon.
Mm-hmm. I will say Carolina-style barbecue sauces are my favorite, like vinegary. Love that. Let's watch some film.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, we've been talking so much about the trenches, and we've been asked so much about the trenches. Let's just watch the film.
Let's do it.
And break
Let's
it
see
down.
what we got in the trenches.
So we're starting with Zach Blackwood. He committed yesterday. I believe this is from his time at Garden City Community College. And there is some absolutely impressive stuff going on in this stuff. We'll get to Bishop Thomas's. I can't wait for his. But it's some fun stuff we've got going on here.
I've got the chat fired up about barbecue. And now I'm just really hungry.
Yeah, not great of a decision to do that before lunch, Ryan. Thanks, man.
Sorry. I have a meeting right after this too, so I don't even get lunch. Damn.
So 2 sacks right off the bat.
This is Bishop?
This is Zach Blackwood.
Zach Blackwood, okay.
Yep.
And this is
Garden City Community College, yep.
Sorry, I was thinking about barbecue.
Let me find out where Garden City
That was a
Community
pop.
College actually is. But yeah, man,
Jesus.
he is out there making plays and looks very big compared to. I mean, look at it. Just
that
pushed
shed,
back
man.
completely pushed back the guard he was lined up in front of. Flashes of dominance really in this JUCO
Look at the
tape.
motor.
Yep, you're gonna see a lot of that from these guys. A lot of motor from these 4 guys we're watching. Standing up on the edge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice pick going the other way though.
Yep. Kansas.
Garden City's in Kansas. Yep.
I feel like they're in Last Chance U season 2.
Defeats the cut. Gets in on the tackle. In coverage now, too. Standing again on the edge. Covering the back.
Wow.
So he's an athlete.
A little hard flat.
Wow, great play.
Oh, look at that Buffalo logo.
That is almost identical to Ralphie.
It's kind of a hybrid between Ralphie and the Buffalo Bills.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It really is. What do you think?
I'm loving this.
So Zach Blackwood is the latest addition to the defensive line.
All right, we've got to write this down. Goldie's Barbecue, Fort Worth for the TCU game.
I'm writing it down right now, PD Swag.
We will not miss that.
Goldie's.
I'm excited for that. I've never been to that area.
I went once with my dad when Michigan played Alabama in like 2012 in the season opening game at Cowboy Stadium.
Oh, okay.
It was miserably muggy and like humid and hot, but it was a great time.
I mean, we're going the first week of September.
Yeah.
That's what we're getting for sure.
Same time of year. Next guy we have J.J. Hawkins, so the former Ole Miss defensive lineman. This is high school tape. He didn't play very much at Ole Miss.
Just so you guys know, we can't show college tape.
Yeah.
Based on like broadcasting rights, or else we would.
Yeah. So this is just a game highlight. But I mean, it's pretty telling already. I mean, he's living in the backfield there, gets a sack on the second play, lining up on the end here.
He's lining up on the end a lot here.
Just straight through the line, gets a quarterback hit.
Oh my God, I love how they edited this. It's so fast.
Yeah, it's great. Again, coming off the edge, nice
incredible.
bend.
Holding.
There we go.
He's lining up at edge every time.
Yeah. Let me see what he's listed at. I believe he was in that like defensive end mold that we talked about last week.
He's going right around this guy every time.
6'2", 265.
All right. I like it. I like it.
We got a few more here. Again, off the edge, defeating the block, getting a quarterback hit. And there it is.
Boom.
Your impressions.
First of all, huge shout out to whoever edited that tape. That's the best tape I've ever seen. A play every like 3 seconds. That's what I need in my life more.
Especially out of trench guys. Just keep it rolling,
Just
man.
boom, 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 boom. Reps. That was impressive. You see why he ended up in the SEC.
Absolutely. Next guy.
People are I think people are going to be really surprised how many of these guys end up being really good.
Mm-hmm.
Who are just buried on the depth chart. Like, Ole Miss is just bringing in so many guys every year.
Right.
That, like, if two guys are a little bit better than you, you're not playing. But two guys being a little bit better than you and starting in the SEC still could mean you're really good.
Right. Hopefully that's the case for the Buffs. Next guy is Arden Walker, the hometown kid from Cherry Creek High School. Skip like 30 seconds in, Alyssa, and then we've got like a few minutes of good clips after that. But
Arden Walker.
6'2", 252.
Little Colorado tape here.
Yep, so this is 2020. He was a redshirt freshman in 2021, played in all 12 games, I believe, last season. Had his first career start. I think he only had like 6 tackles, 1.5 tackles for a loss, but was a 3-star defensive end out of Cherry Creek. I believe he won state.
Yeah.
Yep, back to back.
So what you guys should know about Cherry Creek High School, where Arden Walker comes from, is they are coached by the legendary Dave Logan, who is the best coach in Colorado high school football history. Also was a Buff. Played tight end for the Buffs and played in the NFL. Multi-sport athlete, one of the better like local athletes really ever. Just dominant in everything, kind of one of those guys, and happens to be the voice of the Denver Broncos on the radio. So Dave Logan, a legend in these parts, and has won. He's going to be in this. Like you can basically pencil him in to play in the state championship every single year. In these years, it's usually him versus Valor Christian,
right?
Which is where Christian McCaffrey went, of course. So, if you're gonna get guys from Colorado, getting guys who are coached by Dave Logan is usually a good way to go about it.
I didn't even know that about Dave Logan until like a few years ago. Like I grew up knowing him as the voice of the Broncos.
Right.
I didn't know he was like a all-time high school head football coach.
Yeah. He's incredible.
There's Aaron Walker taking one back to the house there.
Let's go. He looks big out there for sure.
He does, yeah. Very smart guy too. Even from his first year appearing on Missouri's campus, has been SEC academic honor roll.
Damn.
He's just completely blown up plays.
Collapsing run plays. He has really good eye discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Always looking in the right place.
Do you know his father played at Colorado?
I did know that.
That'd be Art Walker.
Yes. Are y'all coming to visit this fall? Don't get your hopes up for barbecue out here. Where's that?
Where you at, David? All right. Guys, get your questions in now. We've got one more tape to watch, but get your questions in. We'll get to those at the end of the show. Also, subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And if you feel so generous to do so, we would greatly appreciate your 5-star review. Last guy, Bishop Thomas.
You told me this was the best one.
This is a fun one. So this guy, I mean, look at the,
What?
yeah, look at that. That's how we're starting off, man.
Oh, that's great. That's great marketing right there.
My guy's lined up on the line as a receiver in a 2-point stance, checking with the ref if he's off or on the line.
And this is his junior tape?
This is the junior tape.
Okay. Goes by Juice.
So as a senior, or not as a senior, as a freshman last year, didn't do much for Florida State except look at that bend.
Dude.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know what that is. But he's straight into the backfield again. Watch his get off the line. He is explosive, man. And it's no wonder, really, why he won FSU Scout Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep.
I mean, he's living in the backfield in this entire tape. Nice little Gatorade logo.
Wow. Oh, did you just take that ball from him?
Yeah, he's got it, I think, yeah.
My God.
But this guy, man, it's hard not to come away as a fan of a player on tape after watching this. Look at him.
That's awesome.
Lining up at flex tight end here. Leading the run game, bro.
Oh, my God.
This guy loves ball.
Go.
You can just tell by watching the tape, man. Mm-hmm. He just loves flying around out there.
Get the ball here?
He's just got to pass.
Let's go.
This guy is a damn athlete, man.
The offensive tape. Let's go.
So Bishop Thomas, rated as a 4-star recruit, I believe, by Rivals.
Touchdown pass? Oh my God. Damn, that is crazy for a dude that big. He looks really fluid.
So he's listed at 6'2", 290 now. Was a freshman last year. But yeah, was a 4-star according to Rivals.
Imagine getting out there. You're like 145-pound corner in high school, and you've got to guard him.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, they just took the whole team to tackle him. Oh, and he got a late hit. All right. Oh, this is a good back view here.
Look at this, dude. Oh, my God.
What do you do if you're an opposing coach and you're going up against a guy like this?
It's like going up against Aaron Donald, basically.
Right. But Aaron Donald is going up against NFL talent.
Yeah.
These are like, kids who are playing the last 10 football games of their life. And I just wonder if you're just like, just dive at his legs.
Yeah.
I just hope you
just
knock
try
him down.
and get in his way.
Yeah. But no one when they get in his way, he just tosses them.
Yep.
Oh
my God.
Oh, no.
Holy shit. he's going to get. That's a targeting in college football. Yeah. Good Lord.
Oh, my God. All right. Let's go.
Did he end up with the ball again? This guy's
I was
a
already,
beast.
like, again, people have tried to, like, dunk on CU for saying that, like, him winning Scout Team Player of the Year at Florida State is, like, a good thing. I was already really excited for that fact alone because I understand what that means. That just got me more excited.
So, most impressive guy, Bishop Thomas?
Yes, yes.
I told you. Alrighty.
Definitely a dog.
Maybe if you are a Pac-12 defender and you find yourself in Bishop Thomas's way and he hurts you really, really badly.
Don't sue Juice.
But I'm just saying, you you may be liable. Shout out to Backus and Shanker. Backus and Shanker have been helping Colorado families win for over 25 years. No fees to speak with them about your case. No fees while they work on your case, and no fees unless they win your case and win money for you. They've won over $1 billion for their clients. Got neighborhood offices in Denver, Aurora, Englewood, and Fort Collins. If you need to sue, smash the Shador line. Backus and Shanker helps with all kinds of injury cases where you weren't at fault. Car accidents, motorcycle, rideshare, pedestrians, and trucks. They can even help if you're injured at work. 222-2222. Backus and Shanker wins. And then shout out to Shady Rays. It's a gloomy day out there. Probably not a Shady Rays day, but keep them on deck because you know the sunshine's coming back anytime now here in beautiful Colorado. Shady Rays also offers replacements for any lost and broken pairs. They're durable, polarized lenses. You can check out their location at the Park Meadows Mall, or you can stop over at shadyrays.com to shop all of their sunglasses. And if you use promo code DNVR, you can get 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses for 50% off. Try for yourself the shade that's rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people. What are you laughing at?
Angela, Bishop Thomas will be making players stop by church before they play CU.
It's on the way to Folsom, man.
They can just see him. He's a bishop.
Yep, there you go. All right, let's do this quickly. Questions. Who we got? Jared, what's up? We did not mention Cody Williams yesterday. On3 had him listed as the #1 overall recruit in the 2023 class.
Yeah.
Above Bronny James, above all those guys going to UCLA.
I am so curious what Tad Boyle is going to do with Cody Williams. Also, I think the Bronny James hype is a little out of control. It's very Arch Manning-esque for me. Like I saw, I don't know, Skip Bayless and Colin Coward are like the same person in my head, even though I think Colin is a lot more palatable.
Absolutely.
But I just never remember which one I'm reading when I see their tweets. I saw one of them, I'm guessing it's Skip, say like, oh yeah, go win a national title at USC and then go join your dad. And I was like, what? What are you talking about, dude? Like, first of all, he's a very good player.
He is.
But he's not like a Adam and you win a national title. That's like Carmelo. Like, you know, there's very few players that are just like, oh, if you get this guy, you're like competing for a national title.
I know.
Anyways, Cody Williams, I'm so curious to see what Tad is going to do because he, I think, needs to play on the ball. He's a kind of like a point forward.
He really is, yeah.
And I've never seen Tad do something like that.
I know.
And he's never had a guy that good. So
yeah.
I'm so like, is he going to let Cody Williams initiate the offense? I really hope so.
Well, I mean, to get into hoops here, we figured they would get like a guard or like a true point guard in the portal. Hasn't really happened.
Yep.
Maybe that's kind of becoming the plan.
It's not a bad thought. It's not a bad thought.
Well, stay tuned. They're still working the portal, I think, though.
It's just so crazy seeing a CU logo next to the #1 player in the country. In basketball. Yeah. Like, it's even harder in basketball.
I know.
Like, in football, you know, I guess it's almost happened a couple times. It'll probably happen here soon.
Well, Travis counts, doesn't he?
I guess so, yeah. Seeing it in basketball, like, you only ever see Kansas, Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina.
Right. UCLA.
Yeah, even then, like, it's so rare. And you, like, I remember Ben Simmons to LSU. Like, that was a weird one. That was, like, random. There's a couple more that you could probably point out. Say, like, a guy went to the #1 player in the country, went to a non-top 5 school. But it's so rare.
Was Ja a big recruit?
No. No, Ja was the classic, like just balled out so much.
Just classic Murray State guy.
Yeah,
basically.
that just pops up. He pops off the screen.
Angela, Illegal Pete's got a shout out from Shilo on the latest well off video. Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Shiloh's found the good burritos.
I know. We told Darius.
Yep.
So I'm glad to hear it's made it to Shilo.
Man, miss Illegal Pete's. It's been a minute for me.
Did you ever watch the video of Shilo and Shilo Mai like testing out some restaurant? It was a restaurant that I had never heard of. And they ordered the most random collection of foods. They got like chips and queso, sushi.
And Shilo was like grading it there.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
I was dying, but I was like, what restaurant serves chips and queso and sushi?
I don't know. That's very experimental on the menu.
Serious fusion.
David said a few weeks ago I paid 17. He's what?
Oh,
he's in Boulder. Oh, okay. A few weeks ago, I paid $17 for a pulled pork at the farmer's market here in Boulder, and it left a lot to be desired.
Bro. Yeah. We don't. Unfortunately, it's probably Colorado's biggest food weakness is barbecue. And I don't understand what it is about barbecue that can't be replicated. But there's a couple places that like do it right enough, but we don't get close.
Yeah.
We really don't.
I don't even think I've had barbecue in the last year.
I don't get it. Like, even there's like some places that's like, oh, this guy moved here from Texas.
Right.
It's like, it's just not hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like there's one in Boulder called KT's. Give them, I guess, a little free ad. Which is like, I like it because it's like childhood thing for me, like I've been having it my whole life. So I have a spot for it. I'll crave it once in a while, but yeah, we're on the weak side there.
Yeah. Can't be perfect, I guess.
No. Colorado does have a couple flaws.
Reggie, did they mention? Oh, we should have watched him today.
We should have.
We'll
get him.
Yeah, I mean, we got plenty.
But we also, I remember, I forget who the player was, but I ended up falling in love with someone that we watched their tape. And then I was like, we can't watch tape of guys that we don't have anymore because now I'm just sad.
Wasn't that Tesla?
It might have been.
Yeah,
it might have been. It was.
His tape was out of control.
Dude, he looked like it was one of those videos where like an NFL player like shows up on campus. Like, have you seen the Jared Goff?
Oh, yeah.
At the JUCO?
Yes.
Yeah, like just he's like going up doing like one-handed 360 catches. No more only commitment tape. Because then I just get sad.
Yeah, that tape definitely sticks in my mind too, though. Yeah. That was impressive stuff.
It's one of those things that the longer it's been since I watched it, the better it gets in my head.
Mm-hmm. Coin Devon, so when will we see the new roster? I mean, you can go on CU Buffs website and look at the roster right now.
What are we up to now? 74, 75?
I believe 74.
74.
Mm-hmm.
As I tweeted out with my tease for the show, I said... I was told Coach Prime wasn't going to be able to fill out this roster. He did it in damn near 2 weeks.
Yep.
2 weeks.
I know. We just started May. Like, he's got like another 2 months basically to recruit if he really wanted to like round out those last 9 scholarships.
Yeah.
11 scholarships.
And there's also a chance, I would not be surprised at all if Coach Prime holds on to like 5 and just says like, guys, these are up for grabs in fall camp.
For sure. It's definitely a Coach Prime move. It's 12:14, Ryan.
All right.
See you guys tomorrow. Let's go Buffs.
Let's go Buffs.